Coming into this game, we had the same attitude as the game before, and the attitude is not going to change going forward. Every game that we go into is going to be the most important game, whether it's a qualifying tournament or a friendly game or any game that we have in front of us or opponent that we have in front of us. It is the most important game, and that's how we're going to treat the game on Sunday.
Okay. So in this tournament, you guys have scored around 22 goals while keeping clean sheet. How have you instilled or guided your players to maintain such a high performance level?
We scored as many goals, and I'm happy for the goals that we scored, but also not happy for the missed opportunities, because I think we played a good brand of soccer. We created lots of opportunities, and with the players, with the quality of the players that we have, I think that we could score a few more.
Actually, I have two questions for you. One, wondering your thoughts on Mila. She was very sharp when the opportunities came for her. But also on the team, it seemed that this was not your sharpest game.
First, I thought Muse was very good, and she's been good the whole tournament. And in terms of the team, whether that was the sharpest game or not, I'll let you judge it, but I was very happy how we performed. I thought that we were very good. Obviously, we didn't score as many goals as I wanted, but like I said earlier, we created lots of opportunities, and we're moving in the right direction.
If I understood you right, you said that you were happy with the team, but you can get sharper. When you look at the numbers, like 45 unbeaten at home, the long winning streak, 22-0 scoreline here, you're saying that the team can get better. I think that'll kind of surprise a lot of people playing at this level, that you think we can get much better than.
The coach in me will always say that we can get better, and there's different ways we can get better. But individually we can get better, and we can get better as a team. And regardless of how well we do, we'll always find something to push this team. And it seems like this team embraces those challenges, embraces those opportunities, and wants to get better. And when I say this team, I mean all these individuals on a daily basis. That's their thing, getting better every day.
Coach, you're gonna have to play Canada in something like 48 hours. How do you manage a roster on such a short turnaround, and do you think that CONCACAF has a responsibility to maybe increase that window for player safety and health?
Obviously, we would have liked to have another day maybe in between the games, but we were very well aware of the schedule, and we were preparing for a schedule like this. We rested at least, with the exception of Crystal Dunn, every other player was rested at least one game, or was rotated at least one game. And the fact that we have such a quality players, a quality roster, is just a plus for us. And I'm very happy that we can rely on any player, whether they come off the bench or they start in the next game. They all do good and fit in well.
Okay.
Vlatko, it seemed like Rose Lavelle did some very special things in the first half of this game. The goals and some particular things on the field maybe didn't have as much of an impact in the second half. Do you see her? What was your thought, I guess, about how she played tonight? But also, does she do things that other players in the field don't do?
She's a special player. I enjoy coaching her. I enjoy watching her do things, and she, some of the things that she comes up with sometimes it surprises me too. And I'm just glad that most of the time they're good for the team, and obviously she scores some valuable goals. She's got so much potential, and I think that she's just going to get better and better.
Vlatko, congratulations on qualifying for the Olympics. Sunday is going to be your first opportunity to coach the U.S. against their biggest rivals, Canada. What are your thoughts on the match, and how do you think it's going to be played out?
It will be. I think it will be a great match. Canada once again proved that they're a great team, and they're well organized. And I think that they're very disciplined. They're very hard to score on. They proved it already. I don't think they've been scored on this tournament. So it'll be a pretty good matchup both sides. But like I said, Sunday match is not going to be any different than the match that we had today. Every match that we play, every match that we every time we step on the field, for us, it is the most important game.
Okay, next question. Okay, well, last 2 questions, 3 questions.
My turn?
Yep.
Coach, could you talk about what Williams and Press brought to the field when they came on late in the second half?
I thought that when they came on the field, first of all, the tempo, the pace, it's not that they didn't draw, but I think that they lifted up the tempo, because it was about the time where we were just giving up a little bit of ground and started shifting the block. And that's where Preston and Williams did a very good job pushing us high again and created lots of opportunities. Their speed and technicality is just something that we were lacking at that point of the game. And once again, they proved that they're very good players, and that regardless whether they start or not, they can be very valuable for this team.
Okay, next.
Hi, Vlatko. I couldn't help but notice the players didn't particularly celebrate their victory, which probably speaks to their mindset and their goals and stuff. Can you take a moment yourself today, even to tick off the first box and the tasks that you needed to get done this year, or in the position that you're in now?
Yes, I mean, obviously, I'm very thankful for the opportunity and the fact that we won this game that is going to take us to the Olympics. It's exciting, and I'm glad that they're just as excited, or maybe even more excited. And that is very important for a team that just won 2 World Cups back to back. Those emotions and motivation is something that is hardest to get back up again. And I was just glad to see that the emotions are up there, the motivation is there to make it happen. And like I said earlier, we are moving in the right direction. I'm very happy with what stage we're at.
Last question.
Vlatko, along those same lines, obviously there's a good handful of players that are on the team now that were in Rio in 2016. Is there any sense of redemption that you sense from the players, obviously with such a good past, winning the 2 World Cups? You know, there's so many records that the team has, just from the star players or just many players on the roster really trying to get back to that point and, you know, kind of prove themselves on that stage, particularly in the Olympics.
Yeah, one thing about these players and this team is they want to prove themselves every time when they step on the field. Every time, and when I say when they step on the field, whether it's game or training, doesn't make any difference. They want to be the best version of themselves. And now, whether it's Olympics or World Cup, or they want to be the best, and they're going with the mindset that they want to be the best for this qualifying tournament. They want to be the best in the Shiva Leagues, and they want to be the best in the Olympics. And that's their mindset, that they're working very hard to achieve that.
Thank you. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, everyone.